Let's see. What's up, JF? How's it going, buddy? 1 second. Yo, what's up, Yelson? How's it going? What's up, Mishra? What's up, Sean? How's it going? Sorry, I was looking at your Discord message. What's up, L. Andy? DLS for life. I don't know about for life, but DLS for now. DLS for now, for sure. For life, we'll figure that out. So. Yo, what's up, GF? How's it going? I've had so many questions this update, man. The update has been great. A lot of people love it. Yeah. So, it's the first positive thing in a while. That's for sure. Like, full positive thing. That doesn't come with any, like, negative attachments to it. From we can tell. Killing and chilling, man. Kicking back a bit. Nice. Love that. Marco from scratch just to have a good partner with Claudia. Nah. Love the new update. What do you think about it? Yeah, like I was saying, it's solid. It's kind of all positives, nothing negative. Like, you get everything from refinery auto crafting to what else was it? It was like you turn the hero stuff into the chronicles, the conversion thing. Yeah, so I mean, between the chronicles, the auto crafting, the transfer of the hero stuff, there's nothing negative, I don't think. No, I took advantage of it. I swapped out. Tom, Sven, Hank, and Rigoro, I think. Yeah, I got Janet.
Want me to spray something on your It's free.
Who did I get? I got Janet, Rubina,
Toto,
Cedric, and who's the last one? I thought there was one more that I did. Hold on a minute. Oh, and Daryl. Yeah, so did Daryl, Cedric, Rubina, and Janet. Dude, just fucking do away with the new infantry hero stuff. Just don't bring out a new infantry hero. Let's just, like, skip that for, like, 6 months, please. Like, just stay on a positive note. We don't need new fucking heroes and stuff like that for 6 months. I don't know. I'm still just in the boat. They need to slow the hell down when it comes to like new stuff. This is unnecessary. I will send a ticket with all my accounts to beg for that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, they made that one claim in that one developer note or whatever that they were going to slow down. And they have done everything but slow down. So, what do you do? Can you just do the rest, please? I don't need to. Just do the rest. You can preview it later. Thank you. Free clods for everyone. Yeah, pretty much. Everyone's going to be running around with non-transcended S heroes or whatever. Or TC heroes, basically. Little hello, I was on my way to bed. Good night, Rocks. How many tickets did you get with the extra frag? 20-something thousand? I can't remember.
In this snowy world, keep your eyes locked on the goal.
I don't remember. I got a lot of these. That part I do remember. It wasn't too many. I think I only had like 27,000 or something like that. Wasn't too many. Oh, they're releasing it in December. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I had already like used a lot of the hero fragments on the conversion stuff before. I don't really do like the police station and all that shit much. The stuff where you like typically get more fragments and whatnot. Probably could. But yeah, I don't get many duplicate fragments of anything. I don't really need to look at your whole account to tell you what to exchange. You can just tell me what you have and what you don't have and what you're focusing on. It's pretty universal what heroes to go for. Take the TC heroes, just took others. Yeah. Not everybody needs the TC heroes. I just think it's going to be really funny to see a bunch of like non-transcended Cedrics on the field getting melted. Non-transcended Ethans on the field getting melted. I think a lot of people kind of overlook the fact that if you don't transcend some of the TC heroes, some of their skills are still restricted to being in rally or garrison, so they're exchanging for these new heroes because they get some stats, but then the vital ones like HP and stuff like that, they just don't have in the field unless you transcend them. Boyd doesn't have his bonus skill damage unless he has his second skill transcended. It'll just be kind of funny to see. Got Claude for now. Yeah, Claude is top tier. If you're trying to exchange for heroes, Claude and Isabella are probably two of the most important ones to get. You don't even need to lead with Isabella. I don't lead with Isabella, and she's amazing. Can't tell what I mean, you're running 4 marches, right? I mean, you're going 6 riders, just like, there's not that many riders to pick from. If you were to just get all these riders done with the exception of Bella, don't do Bella, do like Elena instead, or Rick, you'd be fine. Adet is good, or is she not good anymore? Adet's fine. She's just not a first pick hero. If you're running 3 or more infantry marches, Adet's still really relevant. Yeah. Claude and Bianca, I used it for them. Yeah, Claude, Bianca, Isabella. In order, the best one is Claude, second best is Isabella, third best is Bianca, but I use all 3 of them. I use all 3 of them. I use Claude, Isabella, and Bianca in mine. Any advice on who is best to use Claude with as a rider account? Just someone that keeps him alive. Because the biggest thing with Claude is that, like, he has his debuffs spamming that he does, but unless like if he's dead, you're not getting really any benefit out of him. So you want to keep him with someone that'll keep him alive, so keep him healthy. So Daryl gives good defensive stats, so Daryl's good to put him behind. Chasey's also good. Those are probably your two best ones. If you don't have Daryl or Chasey, then your next best would probably be someone like a Felix, where you can just capitalize on the HP cut. Which two of those heroes, Julia, Spectra, Bard, Cedric, and Isabella, would you pair for field? Spectra and Cedric do really, really well together. They're just like super high single target, and then I would do Bard and Isabella. Isabella gives the 25% skill damage bonus, which would help with the AoE that Bard has. So you take the AoE that Bard has and just amplify it, and let Spectra and Cedric be your single target. So I'd run Spectra, Cedric, Bard, and Isabella for field. That's good, yes. Oh, nice. What's up, Mosin? How's it going? Louis without skin is worse than Sophie. Depends. If you're looking for just like raw AoE damage, Louis is better. If you want some AoE damage, but you want some debuff as well, Sophie's better. It just depends like what your march needs. If your march needs more debuffing to amplify your other marches, take Sophie. If you are good in the debuff realm and you just need more raw damage, Louis is typically better. My day is going good. Thank you, Data. Day is good. No complaints. How about you, brother? How you doing? Have you been using Boyd and Isabel in the field? Yep. I can show you. I use Boyd and Isabel in the field as well. I think I have one report from AR. I was supposed to look through it, but this is Boyd and Isabella. Yeah. So, I mean, boss is no joke of an account. But yeah, I use Boyd Isabella in the field. Boyd gives 35% skill damage. Isabella does 25%, so it's 60% skill damage. So Boyd Isabella just is a sneaky like tactical nuke in the field when it comes to single target damage. They just deal super high skill damage to single targets because of the 60%. Yeah, I mean, if you kind of need a mixture of both, like I was running Sophie and Louis for a long time. I only recently pivoted to use Ethan in the field because I got the skills transcended to use him on Garrison, which helps in the field too. Now, granted, if I really wanted to emphasize Ethan in the field, I would need to have the third one transcended because then I can get the actual HP in the field. So right now I'm not getting the HP in the field, and so it kind of sucks. But yeah, I mean, like up until then, like I was using like Sophie and Louis, got a couple skills transcended on Ethan, so then I was using Sophie and Ethan. But now I just kind of need the raw damage coming from my ranged march because I'm running 3 infantry. I'm running 3 infantry marches, all of which are using like Isabella, Claude, and Bianca. So because of that, I just needed just raw AoE damage output. So this is like high single target. This does some AoE. This is just a straight buff. This is a straight debuff march. So I just needed some raw AoE. So I do Louis and Ethan. I already get enough debuffing and stuff from like Claude and Marco, for example, and Isabella. So yeah, this is the 5 march pair I use in the field. Can you give Transcending Order and Weapon for Chasey as field? Yes, I need to try to remember. It's been a long time. Give me 1 second. I need to remember. So you definitely want to have the Wits one to have this attack not in Garrison. So I would do 4 1 3 2. I would do 4 1 3 2 is what I would do. 4 1 3 2 for Chasey. Number 4's or skill 4 is most important, so you get the attack outside of just Garrison. Hope I get Isabel in the next 30 days. Yeah, I'm sure you probably could. You only need 10, right? I have same squad than you, except the rider with Felix and Chasey. Yeah, I was running Felix and Chasey. Actually, for a while, I was running Felix, or prior to getting Janet this round, because I just did the exchange for Janet. I was doing Felix, or sorry, what's his name? Rick and Chasey. Rick and Chasey does a lot of damage as well. I might end up changing this actually. So, like, if I need to do single target damage, I'll do Rick and Janet. If I need to do AoE, I'll do Daryl and Janet. I got Daryl this exchange for that exact reason as well. I choose Bodala because of Claude. He needs a tank here to help him stay alive because I saw you run Bodala, Claude. I run Marco and Claude. I run Bodala and Bianca, but yeah, for the same reason. Like, you just need to keep your buff and debuff marches healthy, so I use Bodala in front of Bianca for that. But I use Marco and Claude because I need Marco to stay alive to cut HP, and Claude reduces the damage taken, so that helps a lot. Oh, yikes. Yeah, you're gonna need to try to get the 10. Chasey kind of does need the cores because, like, she has the attack bonus, but she doesn't get the rider attack unless she has at least one skill transcended. You need to have this skill transcended, otherwise it increases rider attack by 32% when garrisoned, as opposed to after transcended it just increases the rider attack by 36. So if you want to use her in the field, you probably want to have that 4 skill transcended. So you need at least one. So is it Chasey, Claude, Janet, Daryl, and Felix Lane, I guess. At what point is Ethan okay to use in field? No. The biggest thing for Ethan is his
including you.
Is it this one? Hold on, let me double check. No. No. Yeah, I mean, you do want the HP one, but you also want this one as well. The primary skill to be garrisoned. Or to be garrisoned, to be transcended. So, I mean, you can get away with it with just the one skill being transcended, but ideally you want to have third and first skill transcended on Ethan. Check the last report in PM. Watson told me to put Eileen with Boyd. Yeah. Yeah, I would go Boyd Eileen just as a raw damage march, because then you get the bonus skill damage to Eileen at that point. And then yeah, I would run Marco, Claude, and Bodala Isabella. That's probably what I would do. Trying to think. Marco, Claude. Yeah, that's what I would do. I'm not gonna overthink it. That's what I would do. Yeah. Yeah. Could you maybe say which hero should have or should be run with Janet? Because I run Felix Janet. I don't. If that's good. Felix Janet is fine. Felix Janet is good. Rick Janet is good or better. And Daryl Janet is really good. Like if you want single target damage, Rubina Janet, Felix Janet, and Rick Janet are your 3 best. If you need AoE, Daryl and Janet work really well. Yeah, I would do that, Rox. I'm just trying to think. I would almost argue to say that like there's a world where like you could run Marco and Bianca, Eileen and Claude, and Boyd and Isabella. And the reason why I say that is that Claude, like Eileen has like really high damage, but doesn't have much sustain. Like she needs someone that can keep her alive, and pairing her with Claude would allow for her to do that while also dealing like higher damage, because I mean Claude buffs damage plus he cuts the HP and stuff like that. So if you needed like, it just depends on what you need. Like if you don't need more damage, then yes, Marco, Claude, Bodala, and Bianca. If you do need more damage, then I would probably run Marco, Bianca, Eileen, and Claude, and then Boyd and Isabella. What's up, D3? For the garage, I have T3 infantry level attack and defense level 6, and the rest are T2. No, you need to get all 3 of them to T3 first. Get all of them to T3 because you'll get, even at T3 level 1, you'll get a lot of firepower and protection. Thanks, Rox. Have a good one, brother. Is it a good Miyamoto, Eileen, Adut, Marco, or Bodala? Depends. If you need more damage, go Adut, Marco. If you need more sustain, go Adut, Bodala. Bodala doesn't really have any damage output. Bodala's like primary importance is to just keep whoever he's with alive. And typically, like the only march that you want to keep alive, like as a main priority, is your buff and debuff marches. So the ones that have Bianca's, Marco's, or Isabella's with them. So if you don't need more damage, then Adut Bodala is fine for the sustain. But in terms of just like raw damage, I'd probably go Miyamoto, Eileen, Adut, and Marco. Get rid of Thunder for sure. I mean, you're running like 3 infantry. Well, you're running 4 infantry and then just 1 super weak ranged. Like, well, actually, you're really only running 3 infantry. 1 weaker infantry and 1 super weak ranged. Trying to think. Yeah, like, I mean, this setup, like, I would get rid of Thunder and put, like, a Bianca there, or an Isabella if you can. Either one of those. Julia, you can swap out for a Sophie. And then, I mean, Louis is solid. You can just up Louis or take a Ethan in his place if you wanted. Holy cow, everybody wants to know who to replace with who. Who to pair Boyd with for field fighting? Isabella. If not Isabella, I mean, you could pair anybody with Boyd, as long as you have his second skill, Transcended. His second skill being Transcended, giving the skill damage, you can pair him well with anybody. At that point, you want to pair him with somebody that deals AoE. If you don't use, if you want to have high single target damage and really just a really good pair, Boyd Isabella. If you want to have Boyd and a multi-march threat, Boyd Miyamoto or Boyd Eileen. That way, skill damage increases the AoE damage. Yeah, Thunder doesn't really have any place at the end of 2025, going into 2026. You run 1, 2, or 3 max. Then there's honestly nothing wrong with this. Like, I would just chase other heroes that you can use down the road universally. So, like, I would just get, like, Isabella and do an exchange for her. I would get Bianca, do an exchange for her. And then that way, it doesn't matter whether you pair them with range down the road or infantry. It doesn't really matter. They'll just perform well. I mean, that's what I would do, personally. Yeah, no worries, Chels. What's her name? Yeah, if you get Isabella, I would just swap Boyd for Isabella here. Or not Boyd, but Ethan for Isabella. And then, I mean, the rest of it's probably fine. You could even just, like, remove Bodala and put Eddie in front of Claude if you need more damage output. If you don't need more damage output, you just want to keep him healthy, this is fine. If Boyd's not transcended, don't use him in the field. Not necessarily. He's just a lot better in the field with the second skill transcended. Stella, I don't use Stella in the field. Stella in the field is a bait. I hate Stella in the field. It's probably like one of the worst infantry ones to use in the field, personally. I'm a main infantry for the field. I have Miyamoto, Adept, Bodala, Claude, Boyd, Ribbon. Should I get Bianca as a buffer? Or get Sophie, Julia running? I got 3 infantry arm sets and 1 ranged. I'd get rid of Riven for the field. Riven doesn't, like, she's not that great for the field. She's slow. Some of her skills require her to be on Alliance turf, that kind of a thing. And also she kind of shines with counter damage, which means that she needs to be attacked. I would just get rid of Riven. I would swap out Riven and exchange somebody else. You can keep Ribbon, but exchange somebody else for Isabella at that point and throw her in, or Eileen. Boyd Eileen is good, but Boyd Isabella is good. But I'd get rid of Ribbon. How should Marco be leveled up to use him in the field as a leader? Like skill order?
There's a shadow tracking everyone.
I think you just go 1, 2, 3, 4 if I remember right. Or 2, sorry, 2, 1.
We will set things right.
Yeah, you can either do 3 or 4, doesn't matter. But 2, 1, and then 3, 4, or 4, 3 doesn't really matter. What should I transcend first on Boyd? Are you asking what to transcend in terms of being a garrison leader? If so, here's his first skill. And his talents, you can just use the recommended ones. What do I mean Stella's not good in the field? I mean Stella's not good in the field. Her kit requires her, like, you don't proc her last skill unless you stack Warwill stacks, because she has to have 10 stacks of Warwill stacks to do this damage. She doesn't stack Warwill stacks unless she's attacked. And so you get attacked, you stack Warwill stacks, this goes off. But unlike rallies or garrisons, when you get attacked, you die, and you die fast. And as you are dying in the field while being targeted, you deal less and less damage. So by the time you have 10 Warwill stacks stacked, instead of having a 300,000 march, you might have a 100,000 march. And so, yeah, her whole kit requires her to be targeted. And so it's honestly not a good kit to have unless you can refill her through rallies or garrisons. So in the field, she's a bait. She's not good. She's not good in the field. No, leave Stella at home if you're trying to play field. I was gonna ask about Julia too, considering trading her for Isabella for single target to go with Sophie. Yeah, Julia's fine, but Julia is kind of like the Adut of ranged, where Adut is fine, but only fine if you use 3 or more infantry marches. Julia is fine as well, but only if you have 3 or more range marches. There's just so many heroes ahead of them that are better. So if you don't run 3 ranged marches or more, or you already have your ranged marches filled in, then yeah, I would trade Julia off. Hello, bro. Which hero is better to pair with Bodal as a second hero? Claude, LeBlanc, or Isabella? Claude. Isabella gives skill damage bonus, which Bodala doesn't benefit from. You're better pairing Isabella with someone that deals damage, because that's what she thrives with. So someone like Boyd or Miyamoto or Eileen, something like that. Claude, where he doesn't deal damage, you just need to keep him healthy. So I would run Bodala or Claude. Can you show the best field talent tree for Rick? I don't. I would guess something like this. I don't really use Rick as the lead for field. I use a skill hero to lead Rick, but if you wanted to, I'd probably just use this. And second Transcend for Boyd is Garrison.
Sense their shifting presence in the echoings.
I think it was skill 3 for the HP bonus, and then the I think it was like a 25% increase to his shield. I think it goes from 2,000 to 2,500, if I remember right. Yeah, 2,000 to 2,500. Yeah, I would go 1, 3, 4, 2 for Garrison, if you're strictly Garrison. Yeah. Hello. You're running 5 range marches at 46 mil? You have all the heroes that you need. Yeah, you have all the heroes that you need, but you only have 2 marches that you should be sending in the field. So I would only be running Sophie and Ethan, or Sophie and Louis, and then Ethan and Cedric. You could also just run Sophie and Cedric, and then Louis and Ethan. I would, if anything, I would get Claude up. This report doesn't really tell me anything. But you run 4 infantry. Is Cedric good on the field? Yeah, Cedric's fine on the field, but just like a lot of other S tier heroes, he needs to have at least 1 or 2 skills transcended to really thrive in the field.
The warmth of blood.
In his case, it's is this skill here increases the range damage or removes the rallies requirement. And then this skill here. So Cedric gets this skill, his second skill, and his fourth skill to make him like really shine in the field. Oh, zoinks. I'm just gonna tell you what fort to go for. Miyamoto. Lean. Dut. Kind of out of marches at that point, aren't you? Like, I just don't, like, why is everyone, okay, well, actually, you have Bianca, so, Bodala, Bianca. What's her name? I saw it in stream, but I don't want to watch the stream, so you want me to type. Alright, well then I'll answer your stuff later. Let's see. You asked about Boyd transcending, but if you like, you have to transcend his second skill to use him in field. Boyd and Eddie, if Boyd has second skill, transcended. Miyamoto, Eileen, Bodala, Bianca, Adut, Claude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What does that leave you with? Stella Ribbon at that point? I just wouldn't use Stella in the field, honestly. Like 99% of people don't have the armaments to run 5 infantry marches in the field, so setting up 5 infantry marches in general is kind of pointless, but I guess that Claude Dollar Riven, Adut, Claude, Miyamoto, Eileen, Stella. Who do we still have? Bianca, 1, 2. Boyd, Stella, Eddie. Oh, Stella, Eddie. Riven. Oh, wait. Okay, wait, there's one at the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we still have Stella and... Oh, okay, yeah, then you have Bianca. Yeah, there you go. Is Cedric good on the field? Oh. ZFA? Huh? I don't really know what that comment means. Fuck around, find out this. I don't really know what that means. I'll have to check his in a second. No, she's terrible. Which ones did I get? I got Claude.
Hit the gas.
Claude, Cedric,
Is it the truth or lie?
Bianca, and Janet. Or sorry, Rubina. Rubina and Janet. Do we have when does Genesis War registration start? Why is Genesis War not popped up? I have 5 infantry gears, 5. Yeah, see, 5 mil to 2.5 mil is a huge gap. You have a 50% fall off between your first and your last. I wouldn't send a 5th march out. I wouldn't even send a 4th march out. I'd only send 3. And then I would build out the 4 mil and the 3.5 mil to 5 mil and have 3 5 mil marches, and then start working on your 3 mil march, get it to 5, and then send it out as a 4th. Claude's just a good hero to have. I think everybody having it is nice. The whole thing about Claude being awakened, though, is that, or having Claude, is that he cuts HP so you can kill people faster. But just because you cut the HP of someone doesn't really mean too much if you don't have the damage to follow through on it. Players will definitely see an improvement in their marches, but the ones that'll really benefit are the ones that are already like wailed out. Because now many more marches will be debuffed by HP, so the whales will just capitalize on it and kill a lot more marches a lot faster, because more marches will be debuffed at once. Oh. I gotcha. I think anybody at any level will see a benefit from Claude, especially the sustain that they get. But in terms of like the raw damage output and stuff like that, yeah, it'll mostly benefit the whales, who will see more marches debuffed in the field at once. What do you need help with? There's not much context here, Red Rum. Everyone becomes a whale. Six, 1.3. Get rid of this march. Only use 4 marches in the field. Let me screenshot this real quick. Move it off to the side. Boyd, Claude, Eddie, Bianca, Eileen, Daryl. Or not Eileen, Elena. Oh goodness. Where the fuck is Genesis War? I need to like restart my game. I think I need to restart my game, right? I think that happened last time. 1 second. Let me restart my game. Restart. Genesis War doesn't pop up unless I restart my game. Need it to pop up so I can register us. Holy cow, go away, game. Close, please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm restarting it. I forgot about that. It doesn't always do that. Like Island Raid and AR doesn't... I don't think you have to do that with those, but... for whatever reason, Genesis War you do. Oops. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. Edit list. Can't remember if Quantum is sitting out or not. I'll have to look. Trying to remember if Quantum was sitting out. Oops, wrong one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so he is. What is it? Zombie event is scheduled for 16 UTC. Okay. Boyd or Bodala for field. Boyd if you have the second skill transcended. Well, I mean, I guess it depends. If you need to just like keep a march healthy, go Bodala. If you just need more damage output, go Boyd. Especially if you can get the second skill transcended. Boyd in the field is fine without second skill transcended. He just does a lot better with a second skill transcended as well. Do I need to have 50 members? I think I do. So we're at how many? 8, 9, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 50. We'll see that. No, I think some of those have been offline too long. No. Oh, wait. 42, 50, 51. Do I need to add more? What is the requirement? Level 16 or higher? Aren't these ones level 16 or higher? Can't recall now. Premium lube. Wait, I think that's ABZs. It is not. This is premium lube. Oh, it is 16. Interesting. Yeah, if it's the same as Island, it should. But the thing is that oh, it's okay. So hold on. It wasn't showing up with a rank earlier. Now I'm going to take them out and see if it works. It just wasn't showing the rank earlier. So I was seeing if I needed to have 50. I know that with Island Raid you don't need to have 50. It's just 50 to qualify. Okay, so now that should have everyone off. So back to 36. And we'll see if that changes. Ugh. We'll see if our rank disappears again. Your new account, what the fuck? Yeah, see, it removes my rank. I think you do need to have 50. I think it's different than Island Raid. I think the registration thing is the same, but you do need to have 50. Oh shit, did not mean to do that. That should be 42, 50, 51. Is Boyd without the Transcend is better than... I mean, lasting longer definitely means points if, like, you're up and you're consistent that whole time. But, like, it doesn't matter whether you have, like, the tankiest march in the game or the squishiest march in the game. If you're in a murder ball, you know, the minute you get targeted, you're going to die anyways. So, I mean, Boyd just has good damage output in general, along with good sustain. So he's just a good hybrid mix of both. So, yeah, he's good in the field, even without Transcending. He just does better with Transcending because of the skill. No, Victor, that I was literally testing it because of that exact question. Because, yeah, in Island Raid, you don't need to register with 50. But if you're in like Archipelago raid, for example, prior to this change, if even without this change or whatever have you, if you had less than 50 players in the alliance, your rank would disappear. Your rank number would disappear until you had at least 50. And it looks like it's the same for Genesis War. But yeah, in Island Raid, you don't need to have 50, or you haven't had to have 50 up to this point. You just needed to have 50 to qualify to register. So no, I was testing your, what you were talking about. No misinformation, just actively testing it as well. Hey, where is that thing? This thing?
Don't get too close to the anger has blinded
Oh,
me.
no. No.
I will embark on the path of redemption.
No.
Marco Rossi of the...
I can sense their shifting presence in the air currents.
The order is to take this route.
Decent. Yeah, I got
Sense their shifting
Cedric,
presence in the air
Daryl,
currents.
Janet, and Rubina. What's up, Tony? Need help again. I'm infantry main at the moment. I have Stella, 3 Transcended, Miyamoto, Adut, Bodala, Eileen, Boyd, and Swap. I'd like to take Claude and Isabella. How would you set marches? How many marches are you sending into the field, though? Isabella and Boyd. Still a good field duo. Yeah, I use Boyd and Isabella. Should Isabella be added if she's not transcended in the field? Yeah, there's no reason not to. Yeah, I know it does suck. It's all good though. Do the what? You saying? Oh, no, I know. I was just seeing how much I scored. I would have done them later, but... yeah. 3 mostly, though. Now maybe 4. I'd run Boyd, Isabella. Boyd, Isabella, Bodala, Claude, Miyamoto, and Eileen. And if you needed a 4th, Stella and Adut. You don't need to use her as the main hero. I don't. You don't need to use her as the main hero. Her awakened skill is peanuts compared to the rest of her kit. You don't need to have the rest of her kit at all. Her awakened skill doesn't matter at all. So, like, how do I hone for the gold attribute on the armory? So You find a piece that has the attributes that you want on it. So, like, let's say, for example, in infantry, you find a piece that has infantry attack and squad attack down in the bottom. Or like this, you have like infantry squad damage reduction and damage. Then you would go into the auction house and you would find a gold gun that has damage or damage reduction and has a higher value than the existing one that you have. Then you would go to your weapon, click manage, smelt, click on the one that you want to upgrade, click the plus, and then click the item that you bought from the auction house that has a higher value than the one you have, and then smelt it, and then it would turn your value higher. Yeah, if you watch, I have a video, I think it's called, like, building a ranged refinery set or something like that. It's, like, my 3,000 subs video. I literally go through building, this set from start to finish. Like, I buy these pieces, and then I buy all the upgrade pieces for them as well, and I smelt them and upgrade them. So, you could do that. I would just watch that, and then if you have any questions after the fact, just let me know. But it should answer probably 99.9% of the questions that you have just by watching that. Janet Daryl do more damage, or Felix Janet as she needs skill for graffiti? Felix Janet does more single target. Daryl Janet does more AoE. Each of Daryl's targets that get hit by Daryl's AoE from his from his rage skill, up to 3 enemies. Each of those 3 enemies can proc a graffiti stack as well. So you can still take full advantage of graffiti whether you use Daryl or Felix. But yeah, Felix would be like more single target. Daryl would be your AoE. Yeah. Like I said, that'll probably just, it probably helps the most with like what you wanted to do, which was watch me do it. You'll be able to watch me do it from that video anyways, so you'll be able to just pretty much replicate it. So tell me what you think about Chasey Janet in a tower. Chasey and Janet don't really have much synergy at all, because Janet's graffiti proc off of skill damage, and Chasey doesn't deal skill damage. So you're better off with like Chasey and Rick. Rick and Janet in a tower could be a different story, but yeah, Chasey and Janet don't really have much synergy together. So it'd be kind of hard to use them both in a tower. How do I feel about the new infantry hero coming on December 29th? It's fucking stupid. I think they shouldn't release a new infantry hero. I think they should wait 6 months before releasing any new heroes. They just brought out Isabella. Will you keep using Rick Chasey for your rider troop, or will you change those to Janet? I changed to Janet. I use Rick Janet for single target. I'll use Claude or Daryl Janet for AoE, depending on what I need more of in the field. Yeah, I would just use Chasey and Felix. Chasey and Victor if you have it. Or Chasey and Ethan is even better. I wanted to say my friend Fury is asleep, so that's why he sent you an arena port for the maybe changes in the marches of him. I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Do I consider myself a whale? One march whale, I guess. Maybe like a minnow for a Finding Nemo. Like a dolphin, I guess. I had one march. That's really good. Like I hyper-focused on one beast pair. I hyper-focused on one armament pair, or one armament. I've hyper-focused on one refinery. I hyper-focused on one part of garage for the most part, but... Do I keep T6 cars? Yeah, I keep T6 cars. Just only enough to do 5 marches, though. Like, I can get rid of all my cars in one march. That's the main part. That way, if I take a garrison attack, I can just put them into a shielded base, or rally a high bind on a long march to get him out of my base, so there's no cars taking up my hospital, all that stuff. But I do have cars, yes. I think cars are important to have because you need them for the armory. And I have 41% gathering bonus. I used to have 120% gathering speed, but I switched it up to get gathering bonus instead. Now when I run my auto gather, I get almost 2 tiles worth when I complete tiles. So every time these marches come back from auto farming, it's like 2 marches worth. Or it's like 2 tiles worth. So I only send myself steel and oil from my other farm accounts. And then I auto gather food and wood for the most part. I have 1 march auto gathering oil, 2 marches auto gathering food, 2 marches auto gathering wood. I think deleting all your cars is stupid. Especially with the refinery out. There's no reason to delete all your cars. You just shouldn't have more than what you need. You only need enough cars to 5 march tiles. That's it. One march is low spend, 3 marches is dolphin, 4 marches is whale, 5 marches is Prim's members. I don't know, I have 1 march and we kept Prim on their fucking helipad, so. Do you ever worry that they raise your matchmaking, or do you think they don't really affect it much due to your might? There's many other factors that impact your matchmaking far more than your cars will. Cars are minuscule, peanuts compared to what actually impacts your combat rating. Your combat rating is determined by your garage, your beast, your chips, your refinery, and your armaments for the most part. Your troop type and stuff like, or your troop tier, your tier of troops is more impactful than the amount of troops that you have. So like 2 million T6 troops as opposed to 2 million T5 troops. Your tier of troop is much heavier weighing. So me having 230,000 cars isn't going to be the difference between me having G6 or G60 or G6 or G7 for that matter. So no, I don't think setting myself back by being able to gather faster, more efficiently, just for a couple combat rating points is meaningful in any way, shape, or form. I do know that other content creators think so. I'm just not one of them. And I know that for a fact. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. Can I get your input on a couple of refinery items on which I should equip on my squad by chance? Yeah, by all means, just send them to me. I got you. X3X Fury. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, I'll help him out. It's off stream and he wants me to chat, so I'll do it after I'm done streaming. Yeah, anybody that wants me to respond to chat, I'll do it after I get off of the stream itself. No worries, buddy. Crypt should be in Prim. Is that it? Oh, God. Crypt is a pain to fight against, man. He hurts. I don't know if I have any of his stuff from that AR. Hee. Hee. It was a fun AR, though. Y'all got shitted on that by us, though. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. That was a really fun AR, though. Send all my marches out for oil and farm accounts, send me wood and food. Yeah, that's typically what I would do, but my, what's it called? I only have like one march that's like actually like pretty loaded up, so like 96% oil plus 36, like 130. But then I actually have some decent ones for food and wood. 97 and 36. 37, 94. And I think these other ones ended up kind of in the same boat. 36. Oh yeah, I think this. Well, I don't remember actually. I was running 2 oil, but yeah, it's just that like it wasn't gathering oil fast enough, and so I just do the getting like 200 mil oil a day from 12 accounts is far faster. And then I can just load up the other ones pretty quick. Oh my, which one should I equip? Oh, okay, so this one was sent twice, okay. You put armaments on all your gatherers, just the 5, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tambaruku. We had an ally with Red and AR where he was in and he needed help from Red, but he didn't like that at all and he wanted to fight Gold, then help us. Oh. Well, they have a really interesting way of picking R4s then. Is it me? Or the police searches are spitting out more Thunder, Carry, Reguloro, Nakano off, and now reading everyone's commonality. I don't know. I haven't done the police station in a while. I usually do it like once I have 1,000. Every time I get 1,000, I pop it. Yeah, that's the other side of things, is that all these people getting S-tier heroes awakened now are just going to compete for cores, so your cores just got a lot more competitive. It's one of the negatives that people haven't really paid attention to from all this. Maybe.
You look like you've seen some gases. From hip-hopping hunters.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Doing the CC, so I noticed 215 at time searches. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No, like I said, I haven't had a chance to see. I do the same thing with the armament tracking. I just save armament tracking in the police station until it's like someone I need, so I'm assuming I'll probably need to do it again when the new infantry hero comes out, which, what the fuck? Honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping we get another rally hero. Yeah, man, honestly, like, the red defense one is kind of nice and stuff like that, but the thing is that, like, a lot of people, like whales specifically, still want to have, like, their triple valued items maxed out on all reds. And so, like, if you went, for example, if you, like, let's say, for example, you took the red infantry defense one and you equipped that, it would be very hard for you to sell this one. But 2.2% infantry squad damage is still half of a red infantry squad damage hone on your equipment in your armaments. So I would just wear this and then just sell this, because you'll actually have a much easier time selling this, because it'll be easier for someone to filter for it. Just sell this. Just get some gold out of it. Just use that elsewhere, like the garage or in a TC in the future or something like that. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more people competing in steel for sure now. Also, I'm only going to be on for a couple more minutes, guys. It's going on 6 o'clock here. I got to get dinner going here in a minute. But I wanted to jump on and do this because holy cow, the amount of messages that I have received with questions about heroes and stuff like that with this hero exchange, I figured it'd probably be a good idea to just jump on and answer live, which, yeah, you guys have not disappointed. Y'all have definitely brought the questions to the table. That's for sure. Appreciate you guys doing that. Hopefully it's something that other people can kind of go back and watch and reference to figure out what heroes they should switch for. Any other last minute questions or anything like that you guys want to have answered though before I head out of here? I'm happy to. I'll stream during Genesis War. I really wanted to stream the rest of AR. Like, we fought in AR for like 12 or 13 hours straight at Tower Wars as 1v2 until we can get gold back in. And we ended up winning because of it. But we had so many like strategic markers and stuff like that going out, and I had to do so many call outs to organize the Legion itself that I couldn't risk streaming and letting the other two Legions watch what I was doing or what I was communicating between us and gold, or even just internally with the Legion. Otherwise the 1v2 wouldn't have been able to get pulled off, so I apologize for that. It was kind of a unique scenario. Yo, Bushy comment to GVS. Go fuck yourself. You're banned, buddy. I hate bot, like, advertisers. What you gonna be whipping up for your mini? I mean, just for us in general, man. Like, it's just getting super cold. Probably gonna whip up some, like, Filipino soup or something. It sounds really good right now. And some rice. No, I know I used to, but I also used to have, it also used to bite me in the ass. I used to have people message me after the fact and be like, thanks for streaming the event. It really helped us understand where you were going to be and what you guys were going to be doing. And then it would piss off the Legion alliances that I would have. It would piss me off too, because it's just stupid. So, yeah, no, I stopped doing that. If I have to take charge on an event that is very close, then yeah, I won't stream it. I'll usually just like record it. That's probably what I'm going to do. It's not even rage baiting. It's just it's just them taking advantage of it. Like, if they were doing it for the sole purpose of rage baiting, that'd be like one thing. I mean, the message after the fact could be rage baity, I guess. But it's like, it's just, you know, like, if it was just me and my account at risk and being the one like negatively impacted from me streaming those events, it wouldn't be, I wouldn't really care. But it's like when I have like free to play players or small spenders and stuff, just like, you know, with one mil plus in the aid station or whatever, it's like I kind of owe it to them to give them the best possible chance to win. Like, I came out of that AR versus Prim and them with like I think it was like 2.6 mil in aid station was the final number. Show reports. Yeah, sure. So this was Garrison versus Azure, which is where Prim was at. This was Garrison versus Azure, where Prim was at. This was a Garrison against Crimson. 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 And then this was field fighting. I'd saved this because I was looking to see if Isabella's Awakened skill still works in support, which it does. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Like, there are other games like Rise of Kingdoms that have streamer mode to where you can toggle streamer mode and it removes all of the Legion markers and stuff like that on the map, so people that are watching the stream can't take advantage of it. I'll just have to find a way to work around it if I want to stream future events, but I might just have to do kind of like what Panda does, where I just do like the post event like videos or whatever have you. Maybe I'll just like record them or something like that and just post those instead. My friend told me that with Isabella's super weapon to level up. What? Did you know that if you level up Isabella's super weapon with normal cores too, like you have bot Void, you can use the leftover cores on Isabella to level up her super weapon? I don't think so. Yeah, no, you can't. You can only use the general cores. You can't use like leftover cores from your other ones. You can only use the general cores, which you get from some events. So see, I have like 135 leftover chassis and stuff. Like, I should be able to exchange that based on what you're saying. I can only use the 12 general ones. I would run Isabella in any range, rider, infantry, doesn't matter. I would run Isabella anyways. Spicy foods, that's all you... Oh, it's not spicy at all. No, actually a lot of Filipino food in general isn't really spicy, but a lot of Filipino food is very soupy. So, soupy and savory. So there's definitely that, but no, my little one can't do spice either, so no spice there. Yeah, no worries at all, Jay. I appreciate you being here, brother. If you have Eddie, Stella, Boyd, Claude, Isabella, Eileen, Miyamoto, how would you pair them for dealing damage? I would throw Stella away, and I would run Boyd, Isabella, Miyamoto, Eileen, and Eddie and Claude. Oh, sounds good, Jay. I appreciate you, man. If you celebrate Thanksgiving as well, happy Thanksgiving to you also. You a lot of kills, I would say you at least got 150, 100 mil. I went up 60 mil kills that event. No, that's a lie. I think I went up like 70 mil kills during AR. I had 1 point. I think I screenshotted it on my phone actually. Hold on. I had like 1.7 billion points or something like that for AR, I think. Let me see. Yeah, I had 1.7 billion points for AR. I had 2.5 mil in Aid Station. Yeah. How many full transcended heroes do I have? Boyd and Stella, I think, are all of them.
I never thought.
They're the, I mean, I'm an infantry garrison main, so the only ones I really need are infantry.
It feels pretty good.
Senegang. Yep. Yep. Filipino soup. That was amazing. I love, I mean, obviously I'm like, my little one is like an adobo fanatic. She loves adobo. I could make pancit any day of the week. Love that. Lumpia is amazing, obviously. I mean, obviously the staples in general. I like making bulalo. Bulalo? Is that how you say it? Bulalo? I like doing that. I mean, that's more of like a rarity, but I mean, like the bone marrow and all that stuff. That stuff's really good too. If you have to choose a good rider partner for Isabella, who would you choose? Isabella is a secondary. Because she gives the increased skill damage, I'd probably say just anybody that has a focus on skill damage. So you could pair her with Daryl for an AoE buff, or a skill damage buff to his AoE. You could pair her with Rick or Janet or Felix, or sorry, yeah, Rick, Janet, or Felix for like single target focus, or like even Rubina. It just really depends on what you need. You honestly could pair her with any rider and you couldn't go wrong. I got one time through. Oh, nice. Hey, kumusta ka? I am good though. How are you? Mabuti ako. Okay lang.
I never.
Anytime. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You just see the rally garrison guy from some alliance. Oh, they're out there. They're out there. There's a lot of rallying garrison mains dropping out of Apex to Elite or Elite to Fearless. Just gotta know how to find them and where to find them. Salamat po. Happy now that you are back to live stream. I watched the THG. It's so nice and funny. I appreciate it. Yeah, he'd been asking me for, oh god, well over a year now to do an interview, and it never lined up because of I've just been busy with work. And then yeah, I've been meaning to do it, and I was like, well, I've got some free time now. Maybe we should arrange something. So yeah, we set it up. Glad you enjoyed it though. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the best persuasion for a garrison or rally main is just having an alliance that'll fill, and that they know will fill, and have good field presence and stuff. Like, I didn't do any recruiting, and I think I got added to this chat during AR. this one. All these guys want to come over. And then I also got message from Chico. He has other people that want to join. And then I got message from... Fuck, who was it? Jaws. He has some as well. So I mean, I don't do any recruiting, but after AR, we got like another 15 people that want to join. So they're just gonna have to wait in line, I guess. Oh, that reminds me, I need to take HSAV off of registration. Edit the list. HSAV. No. If we get more and more people, probably, but we also haven't gotten naked yet. We're not going to get naked until after the zombie defense thing, zombie horde defense, or whatever it is. This one. So after 16 UTC, then people will get naked. Send one, move one. We have a lot. We do have a lot. What would you consider a whale account on the ID? I don't really think that a whale account is determined by the ID, but just what they have. Like, are you trying to figure out like what determines a new whale? I mean, same thing. Like a player could be as new as possible, but depends on how much they're spending and what they're spending on. Whales have all IDs. I was gonna look at something from this report. Oh, he's in BOM. That's what I was gonna see. I was gonna see what Alliance is. Oh wait, never mind. He's in HB now. I'm trying to figure out what Alliance BOM is. Oh. Any other last minute things, guys, before I jump out of here? Good hospitality. Got decent hospitality ourselves. I gotta put a notice in Discord as well for people to get naked. Need to drop some might. What rank is rank 100? 7 billion. After actual all registrations done, that's probably gonna be like 8-ish. 7.6, and we should be able to be under that by removing armaments, no problem. So, yeah, I mean, like, once we remove armaments and stuff like that, like, even when I remove mine, I think I dropped, like, 50 mil or something. We have other players that are kind of the same. So, when we all remove, I think we drop, like, 800 mil, 900 mil or something like that. So, we will do that. I do want to see where we land, though. Be interesting. Alright, fam. Yeah, beast chips get removed, hero armors get removed, your garage gets lowered, that kind of a thing. Yeah, brother, sounds good, man. I haven't really been playing too much of really anything, just kind of been chilling and answering questions and stuff like that, but yeah, I will let you know. But yeah, appreciate y'all being here. Have a good one. Have a good night. Hug somebody. Tell them you love them. You know the drill, guy now.